Yo, what's going on YouTube? C-Duck here from All City Cuts. Today we're doing a high taper with some enhancements. As you can see, this guy hasn't been in my chair for a while. He just got his hair retwisted, so got to finish the look off right here. A lot of pressure on me, you know. Right now I'm just trying to set up the hair right now, get all the hair laid down. Some of it's up in the locks, so you got to brush it out. Right here I grabbed my zero guard going with the grain. I just started doing this in like the past recent year. I used to grab the one guard, but it'd be too heavy. So I just started grabbing the zero guard open and going with the grain. It's the same thing, it just leaves it a little bit shorter, but longer, not too bald. When I first started doing it, I was afraid that it was gonna leave it bald. But before we even start the fade, taper, whatever we do, you gotta debulk the area. Every time I don't see one of my clients like this for so long, I just go straight to debulk, I don't even start fading it. Right here we're doing the same thing on the hairline, just taking it all down. He doesn't have the strongest corners, but he can still get his crispy sharp lining without enhancements. He just picks enhancements because it's like A1, and that's what the client wants. Look at him laugh because his hair is so long and I'm cutting it down so short. I'm doing half at a time. Always make sure you pin up the hair. If you don't pin up the hair and snag one of them locks, they're gonna be pissed. As you see right here, my client's explaining to me that he doesn't want his baby beard and that he wants a goatee, and to cut everything under the goatee, not the goatee off. I always start majority of my tapers, bald fades with the trimmer. It depends on the trimmer. These are my hard hitters, but I wanted to make it as close as possible to get the nicest transition on them. And to be honest, there's multiple ways to skin a cat. I know my taper system so well, or my fade system in general. I just grabbed the zero guard close and went up because we know that we debulked it with the clipper open with the grain with the zero. So if you go against it, he just blends it all together. And right here, see how I just got the blade open and it just faded it right out. I do the blend down technique. So that means you start with the clipper open and you just blend it, you notch it down and go down one notch at a time. You want to be really particular about that parting. You really want to take your time. If you rush this process, you're just going to mess up the hair. And back here, I'm starting with my clipper closed. Then go straight to clipper open. As you can see, I notched it down one, moved the clipper down a little bit. I believe this method is honestly one of the best methods for beginner barbers, just because you could never bring a fade too high. At the beginning of my career, I would always bring all the fades so high. I'd be like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with my fades? Why am I giving everyone a high and tight right now? And then I learned how to start fading down. And now that I fade down, I can understand how to fade down, up into anything I want. And we all know that we did a zero with the grain, so that's what we're fading into. With curly hair, you want to make sure you go over the spots a couple times because it is curly and it doesn't feed through the guard the same every time. As you can see, we're just getting through all the bulk work, nothing crazy. I'm not really worried about the lines or the dark spots just yet. Just trying to, I really try and focus on how to get rid of that bulk right next to the line, and the rest of the fade usually comes together. I love how you can see my tattoo in the camera. It's hilarious. I love that tattoo. Now you guys can really tell from this angle how long his hair really was. He didn't get a cut for like 3-4 months. Just poofing on the side of his head. I don't know how bro does it, to be honest. But there you go, see I'm debulking all that. And now it looks like the rest of the haircut. Just gotta taper it up. Here we are starting with the trimmer. Taking off his beard like me and him talked about. Then I'm going 0 closed, then 0 open. Then I think right here, I put the 0 halfway maybe, and try to get rid of the dark spots. As you can see, there was dark spots all over his head. Just like in person, it doesn't look that bad, but the camera picks it up, so I promise it did not look like that in person. But I still seen a line at the very bottom, so I'm trying to flick and detail that right now. When you guys cut hair like this, you want to make sure you're very particular with the fade, line up. Your client will truly care, I promise. I put my all into each haircut and I get a lot of returning business. I'm not gonna lie though, I love these Saber 2s. The Saber 2s are definitely a game changer. I throw the Master Blade on there, it's A1. And right here we're getting into the lineup. Nothing too crazy. If you want to go left, you got to use the right side of your blade. If you want to go right, you got to use the left side of your blade. That's what I learned, especially with doing designs too. Whichever way you want to go, you want to use the inside of the blade. Make sure you clear off all the neck hair and everything. As you can see, I'm using that corner, getting all the stragglers. Don't want to like push his neckline in or back. That'd be a horrible grow back. But as you can see, I'm going through all the steps of the haircut. I'm not like you can see visible lines in the fade still. I'm not really worried about that at the moment. Just worried about like getting through the bulk work and then fading out. See how I lined them up on the back, and now I grabbed a different clipper and now I'm detailing it. It doesn't matter how short it gets as long as it gives the same look. Because there's some people, their neck taper, I don't even use guards on. And here we are. We're gonna throw the hot towel on and prepare his hairline using the Flex Foam, the Flex Foam 5-in-1. Wow, I can't talk. Make sure you get the best lather possible, or the hot towel will not hit.
Oh yeah.
Right now we're talking about my one boy Marcus, and he's the GOAT. One of the videos on my channel blew up because he's hilarious. If you're doing the hot towel, you gotta recline your boy back. Like what? There it is, steaming. Gotta check in on the wrist. When I do my VIP service, I usually just let it bake for like 2-3 minutes while I get the enhancement gun ready, or I get the razor set up. But and also hit them with a massager too. You always got to hit them with a massager. Always ask first though. It's just a really relaxing feeling. Getting a massager, the foam, the hot towel. It really feels like you took a shower without even taking a shower. I do the massage for about a good minute or two. As you can see right here, getting the holding spray after drying them up from the hot towel. And I feel dumb walking back and forth, not gonna lie, but for video purposes, gotta walk around the chair. You wanna make sure you brush and lay down the hair because it is curly. You wanna set this up so no matter which way his lineup goes, it's always gonna be straight. If it curls up, down, left, right, but you wanna make sure you get them all down because most people brush their hair down. And you don't want him to brush his hair down and there'll be a long straight piece and he'll be like, what the heck? Right here, I grab my blow dryer, make sure I or I dry it quicker. This just makes the process go a little faster instead of sitting there waiting for it to dry. And now we finally get into the lineup. I always start from the middle and step my way across. I look at the hairline, analyze it, and see which side's the high and low side. And I usually, like, on the high sides, I usually just tap out a little bit, and then on the low side, I bring it up. You never want to bring up a high side because it's already high. So if you bring it up, that bitch is gonna be high. And then you gotta figure out how to bring the low side and match it. So right now I'm working on its high side. Make sure you guys leave in the comments if you end up liking these type of videos. I wanna educate barbers and bring valuable content and haircut tutorials that I didn't have when I was growing up. Leave a comment if you like this video too. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. I need all the subscribers. This is a brand new ass channel. I'm trying to get monetized here, you know? As you can see, the hairline's already crispy without the enhancements, but my client really wanted the enhancements, so we're going to do the enhancements. I like doing enhancements too. It looks fresh. I don't get why people are so against enhancements, but funny story, my portable enhancement gun died in the middle of this process. I felt really embarrassed, so I had to get my compressor out and start spraying them. I usually just spray half at a time and then edge it up with a trimmer so when it's still wet, it can be moldable still. I used to just spray the whole thing and then try lining up everything, but the hairline would dry too quick and it'd be set, and then it'd be impossible to mold it like I need to. Because sometimes the spray can mess up and you don't want to, just have it like a crooked hairline when it's supposed to be crisp as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you, I definitely think the Sabres are the best trimmer in 2025. I used to hate them, but I mean, leave me in the comments if you think the same thing. But I think they're the T outliner of our era, meaning the newer barbers. Because I'm only 22. I felt like that left side needed a little more enhancement because it was a little light. Same with this side, just darken it up a little bit. Looked inconsistent in my eyes. And the video looks great. Line up sharp, everything. And now the best part of the cut, hit him with the razor. The sharpest razor in the city. I know y'all see that blend with the sharp ass lineup. Stop playing with me. Alright, now let me chill. I'm just playing. Now, every time you use the razor, you want to make sure you pull the skin back behind it and then hit it at a certain angle. I used to chop, slice, dice people like crazy when I first started using the razor. And I didn't understand why, but see how I stretched the skin back right there, and then I'm just lightly tapping that line. If that skin's not stretched and they either have a little hair tag, bump, something, pimple, you're gonna kill it. Cut it off. Usually every time after I do the razor, I do final touches with the trimmer just because sometimes I feel like I have way more control. Y'all ever just like look at a haircut you did, like, dang, I did that? That's how I felt about this cut right here. I wouldn't consider myself like an enhancement barber where I do enhancement cuts all day, but I have about a good 5 clients I do them on, and I think I do them pretty good. Right now I got my client facing the mirror. You can always use the mirror as like a second set of eyes and see what's straight and crooked, because think about it, you're just staring at the same thing for way too long. And you need a second set of eyes on it. So here I am right here detailing the haircut. I don't like detailing until after I line up, depending on the client and how often I see them or how good I know their hair. But I'm glad I detailed after this because there was a small little line right around his ear, as you can see. And this clipper right here has like a thinner blade on it. That's why I'm like detailing with this one, because I use the thick blade to do the whole haircut with. It's good to have a thin and thick blade at your station, so it gives it like, I don't know what it is, but it just like gives a better blend when you're going to detail with a different style clipper. If you guys are beginner barbers, anything, please subscribe. I'm gonna be starting a nice little community here where I help young barbers. I'm thinking about getting into like the ebook game, one-on-one coaching and everything. Y'all leave me a comment if you think this cup was fire. Here's the final product, high taper with enhancement on the lineup. That boy crispy. If you like video styles like this, please like, comment, subscribe. I had to get my boy ready for the prom. Now he's got the best cut at prom. I'll see y'all in the next video. Appreciate y'all. Peace.